method of business would persist until the formation of the National Wrestling Alliance in 1948. The NWA as a central governing body, with its singular, undisputed world champion, would be absolute and undeniable. This control, combined with the expansion of the interstate highway system, and the inevitable popularity and availability of regional television, would usher in an era of wrestling that was defined by what would come to be known as the territory system. The territory system would dominate wrestling for nearly 4 decades. While the borders, authority, popularity, and obedience of individual NWA territories was in a near constant state of flux, to this day the impact and influence of these territories is still felt. Each territory had its own signature promoter and star. While it is impossible to cram these characteristics into a static, concrete map, we are damn sure going to try anyway.
So open up your eyes before it gets too late. Now one man, there's no way you can hit the street lights running, don't give a damn. A simple explanation that you'll never find. Sinners never sacrifice, we never leave them alone. Is hate really worth the price? Look at what we've done. Never care for compromise. Always threatening someone's life, and it feels like the end of the world.
All right, welcome to another episode of This Week in Pro Wrestling with your host, Mike Monty and Jimmy Farrow. Yeah, so how are you, buddy? Good to see you in the room. I forgot to set up a live feed, so me and Jared just did it, so probably no one thinks we're even on. So
okay.
So just,
Hi, everybody. Hi.
All right, dude.
Yeah.
So,
what do we got?
off Saturday night, your thoughts on the card before we get into the matches?
That was a good card. Very good. A lot of entertaining bouts. Everything was pretty solid. I would give it a, B to B.
Crowd made it. Did the crowd make it better?
A.
Does the crowd make the card better than it was?
Yeah, sure. You know how that goes.
Well, I think that's reality for anything. Yeah.
Yeah. When a crowd is juiced, it definitely adds to the matches.
I agree.
For sure.
All right, so we'll open up here. Bianca Belair defies the odds and beats Io Sky.
This is going to sound strange. That might have been the match of the night.
It's not strange. That was a freaking good match.
What a great effing match that was.
You never see Bianca Belair being booed.
What do you say
man.
beats the odds? Did you expect her to lose to Io Sky? Oh, Io Sky's great, by the way. Did you expect
but the crowd was so against Bianca Belair.
That's the way it goes.
I never seen that before. That was almost Hogan Rockish. It was weird.
You know how crazy and passionate Puerto Rico wrestling fans are, right?
Sure.
I mean, they just pick their poison and go with it. And whoever they're rooting against, fuck them.
Well, you know what it is, dude. I'm so used to Bianca Belair being cheered. And I'm just a huge Bianca Belair mark.
I know. What's
really
Puerto Rico's issue with Bianca anyway?
I have no idea. And what is their love for Io Sky?
I have no idea.
I was like, where is this coming from?
Can't explain it. I can't.
It's almost like the WWE tricks these fans because it's like they're already planning on turning Io face. You could see it coming.
Interesting.
With the whole Bayley thing.
Does that mean that Bianca's eventually going to go bad from this sort of reaction?
Nah, you can't, dude. She
still loved to hear it in the States.
I know you didn't agree with it, but my wife said it.
What?
You know, it's weird. My wife
She's
is all of a
cool to me. I
sudden
like
getting
Bianca.
She's getting into wrestling lately, which is kind of weird with me.
Uh-oh.
It's like, but
could you imagine she's going to be like, why are you not watching Raw tonight? What's wrong with you? Turn it on.
Dude, she's actually sits and watches Raw with me.
That's cool.
So she says to me, she goes, would you say, and I think I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, and you're
right.
like, no way. She's like, is Bianca Belair the new John Cena?
No, not at all. No, not even close. No. John Cena's 1 in a million. You'll never replicate the exact John Cena vibe the way you could never replicate Hulk Hogan. Notice the names I'm throwing in.
I understand,
here,
right.
You know,
right.
or Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock. John Cena's one of them. You know, and by the way, I don't think Bianca's even. I know this is going to drive your wife a little nuts,
right.
so I apologize in advance,
Go ahead.
Mrs. M. But Bianca Belair was not even close to attaining the heights that Becky has done in her career.
Well, she just started.
But I'm saying though, let's slow down the train
Right.
before we get there, and it's possible maybe someday she will get to those.
But when
sides.
you see Bianca, and again, I
But it
know
would
you're
be
not,
really
you're
hard to
not-
do
you're
that.
Not, you're not a fan of the women's wrestling. I get it.
They've
You seem
kinda
to be,
grown on
yeah.
it. Don't you
They
see
are
what's
growing.
happening?
I know. I do
just
see
said
it.
that was the match of the
I
night.
do. I
Probably.
do see it growing on you.
I'm starting to really enjoy
Do you
it.
see Bianca Belair? Like when you look at her, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, she's
I don't think that she. I think she's going to be an all-time great. Whether she's going to attain the heights of popularity that a Becky has, attained, or even a Ronda Rousey with the revolutionary, groundbreaking shit when Ronda came in. I mean, if it wasn't for Ronda Rousey, do we have evolution?
No, we don't.
Okay, so
That's why you give Ronda Rousey all the credit in the world. As much
so
as people want to hate
people
on her.
better. They better. Ronda Rousey is very important
One
to
of the
women's
most-
wrestling.
To be fair, one of the most influential women in the history of pro wrestling.
Absolutely.
And for anyone to say it's not the case, that's
And they're,
bullshit.
Yeah, they're just looking
She
at it.
changed
with,
women. She juiced them.
Yeah, she did.
They would not have been as far as they are right
It's
now
almost
if it
like
wasn't for that.
she was the best part was she became a very, very serviceable professional wrestler. It's almost like she brought a Mr. T factor to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's how great I love Ronda. We both love Ronda.
Yo,
We
dude,
know.
I cannot believe people aren't saying that more. But
They should.
She is.
Well, not everybody's the Pharaoh and Monty,
That
so
is
why
true.
would they say it anyway? That's our job.
Here's an interesting question. I know we're going on with the card, but
Yeah.
looking towards the future, are you more excited for a Charlotte Flair return against a Bianca Belair? Or are you looking for Rhea against Bianca Belair?
I got to admit, right now, I want to see Rhea versus Bianca.
Rhea's won me over, dude.
Rhea always had us, I think.
Yeah, she did, but no, now she's really got
she's
me.
so great.
She's friggin' awesome.
She is awesome. She's fantastic. She's the whole package, and she's, her mic skills are quite good, by the way.
They're excellent.
So
Excellent.
you've got that intimidating physical presence with that very professional promo delivery that she's getting sharper and sharper at.
Honestly, as much as I love Charlotte Flair, I can see a Rhea Ripley bypassing her.
No, that won't happen. But she's got a good shot to attain that sort of level.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Is Becky Lynch at a Charlotte Flair level?
Okay,
Sure,
that's
to me, she was only gassed for a while.
That's a bit of a trick question. Impact-wise, ultimately, history will say that Becky was in the ballpark.
In the ballpark,
Yes, but is she Charlotte? No
yeah.
one, Charlotte.
All right, good. All right,
No
I'll
one.
agree with that.
No one.
Seth freaking Rollins slays the Giant Omos. Thoughts?
Nice, not a bad match. By the way, a little tip of the cap to Omos for giving us serviceable good matches.
Are you ruining Omos at this point?
Am I rooting for Omos?
Are you ruining Omos for this at this point?
No, I don't think so. I mean, look at who he's lost to. He's lost to the really, truly top guys. So it's okay.
All right, people are gathering, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't
What's
put
up,
up. I
folks?
didn't put up the live stream. Let me just read some
Thank
comments
you for
man.
joining us.
We said ESO was in the house. Benny
Bruce.
Scala is in
What's
the
up, Benny?
house.
What's up?
Stinger's in the house. How are
Stinger,
you, big
what's
guy?
up, Stinger?
Greg R. Hey, buddy. How
Hey,
are
what's
you?
up?
RJ Hudson. How are you, man?
RJ.
Get ready for Ron Shaw at 9 o'clock, buddy.
Oi.
Think he's got some
You
things
punk.
to say to you.
You punk.
J.A. Will in the house. Davio, how are you?
Davio.
R.J. Hudson says, I find Bianca Belair a little boring and wish she
Okay.
would add a little more to the
A
character.
little more flair to the character. A little more flair?
A little more flair. I would say she is green is. I feel weird when I say
Her
wrestling terminology.
promos are not so
not crisp
great.
enough.
Yeah, she's got to
But she's
sharpen
a little bit
it.
green,
She's got to
right?
sharpen it up.
But dude,
yeah.
she's
her
got
wrestling, forget
everything.
it. Yeah, her
I was-
wrestling,
I was-
her body. I mean, she's in incredible shape.
You know how I feel about Mike skills, though. You have to.
You
have
gotta
them.
have them.
Speaking of your boy Seth Rollins,
Yeah, what about him?
I really hate him on the mic with this character.
Are you kidding
I
me?
hate it. I hate it, dude.
What's the problem?
Why do you like it?
I love him.
Why?
I find
not
him,
the guy. Great wrestler.
I like the character, but I'm also in the minority when he was a villain years back with a little bit of blonde in his hair. Everybody hated that, and I love Seth Rollins.
Can I
Kinda
share this
can
with
do
you?
no
I
wrong
like
with
the
me.
Seth Rollins that was angry. Was angry.
You think he's getting too comedic with this
too
role?
comedic? I like the.
I can see that. He's a bit of the Joker. He's kind of like the
Yeah, I
WWE
don't know
Joker.
if I like the character.
I don't
dude.
mind it at all. I think he's great at it, so I'm good with it.
Benny Scala saying, "Why does everyone ignore Asuka?"
Asuka's just fine. I don't think that she's being ignored. I think that she's kind of like falling in between the cracks somewhat. I agree with that. But, yeah, Asuka is a little underappreciated. I can see that.
I'll say it.
I
I said it many times, and you didn't. I don't know if you agreed with me or not.
What's that?
Japanese. If you can't speak the English, you need a helper, a manager,
Okay.
and neither one of them have the mic skills as much as they try. Shinsuke
Right.
or Asuka.
Okay.
And back to Rollins.
Yeah.
I liked when he was angry with Riddle. That's the
That was
Rollins
great.
I want to see.
That was great. Yeah, sure. They should. Well, eventually, they'll return to some form of that. Eventually.
Phil in the house. Phil, your stuff's in the mail, buddy. I sent some autographs to you,
Mr.
too,
Phil.
along with the shirt, so
What's
I hope you
happening?
enjoy. Glad to see you. All right. Next up, my friend.
Does Phil still have a coach? Because I know the Rangers got rid of theirs.
I wouldn't think so.
I wonder if Boston's got
Austin Theory survives and retains the U.S. title against Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed.
solid as far as maintaining Austin Theory's momentum, but not the greatest. It was just there.
Bronson Reed kind of won me over in that match.
Bronson
though.
Reed is a good wrestler.
He's pretty
I
good.
will say that.
He's pretty
Bronson
good.
Reed's a good wrestler, but there's something about him that just screams Tyrus. Is it me?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's
So-
a really good comparison.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't help it. You know, the cottage cheese on the thighs, the craters.
And once again,
I'm
give
not
Vince
into it.
McMahon Jr. the credit of all these NXT guys. This was his choice, and
Right.
everybody was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Right.
And guess what?
Right.
Everybody, Austin Theory, the future of the company.
Austin Theory's fantastic. I'm just wondering if the crowd is eventually going to figure out how good he is.
I think they do already.
Do they?
Here's a funny thing I was thinking.
I hope
Remember
so.
they let him do that phone gimmick for a while
That
just
was
to get him
great,
over?
the
But notice it's
selfies.
gone now.
Of course it's gone.
They used it just to
Just
get
to
the
get it
momentum.
going. Yep. Is he the next John Cena, though? See, this is a valid discussion
Wow.
because you know that's what they're trying to plan here. I say no. There's no way anybody could be John Cena.
Austin Theory to me has already cemented himself as being "I hate you."
Oh,
like
he's
you
great.
can't just wait. Like can't
Yes.
turn. I can't even see him ever turning face.
I wouldn't want him to be a face. He's just so prickly.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he needs to
is.
be the prick he is.
He is a prick.
You know?
And let
Does
me-
he need a manager? Will Heyman eventually
Never.
grab him?
This guy does not need a manager. And let me
Interesting.
ask you this:
Interesting. Okay.
got to start a company, and you need a Roddy Piper heel. You going with MJF, or you going with Austin Theory?
Oh, boy.
You like that question, huh?
That's rough.
I want to see what everybody else has got to say about that.
Okay. If I have to pick between... Are you forcing me to pick between
You
the two?
got, yeah, you always get forced.
How old are... They're both similar age, right?
Similar age, yep.
Okay. Am I starting my own company in the philosophies of the WWE?
Luce says nobody could do what Cena has done. The Rock.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
Luce,
agree.
no one could. Yeah.
Yeah. Am I starting my company with the philosophical ideas of a WWE, an AEW, or somewhere in between?
You're starting a wrestling
Is it
company.
somewhere in
and
between?
You need a solid heel for your hero.
If I want for my hero. Okay.
Go against your hero.
All right. Well, as far as who can draw more hatred,
Lucky Dog says MJF.
I think MJF. Yeah.
I'm going to go with Austin
I
Theory.
knew you would. Either way, you're in good shape. Let's
Yeah,
put it that way.
well, that's a good one.
I think you're in good shape either way.
Rhea Ripley spoils the homecoming Zelina Vega and retains title. I want to read this to you.
Okay.
Bully Ray and Mark Henry feel Zelina Vega should have defeated Rhea
get the-
Ripley
are
at
you guys-
Backlash.
you guys are smoking
Saturday
crack.
night.
Get outta
Zelina
here.
Vega had the WrestleMania moment in the palm of their
Oh,
hands.
calm down.
Especially since her dad passed away from 9/11. How about just giving Zelina the opportunity to take the championship and go to her father's grave? Just so you could take that championship, go to her dad's grave where 9/11 Memorial is, set that championship down right next to his name because it's all whatever. So thoughts on that?
That's ridiculous.
Why?
No, that would have been the wrong move to make. You really going to take the belt off Rhea after what she just accomplished in wrestling? You going to do that?
I don't even understand why they. Again, you can't give the fans what
I'm
they
choking
want.
on this. This is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It's fucking ridiculous. And how can they say that with a straight face? These fucking guys. You were in the business
Scott
forever.
says
What, are you
Austin
kidding?
Theory agrees.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Austin
ESO
or
thinks
MJF
Theory
good?
has more potential, buddy.
What was that? Theory?
ESO says has more potential. Luce Cannon says MJF's a game changer as a star in the making.
MJF's
Hollywood's already wanting him.
Yeah. MJF's great.
Benny Scala, no way Zelina should have gone over.
Yeah, that's absurd. Get the fuck out of
Listen, that was a great moment, by the way. Mm-hmm. To me, that was a fantastic moment. But to say give her, if you
Stop
give
it.
her Rhea's belt, you've
Just stop
destroyed Rhea.
here. Of course you have.
You've destroyed
I
Rhea.
can't believe that these two guys would come up with such a stupid comment. It is stupid. It really is.
It's because they
how
ha-
can they fucking really mean that?
Because they have an agenda.
Right.
And in their mind, in the silly mind of Mark Henry, who could barely speak English, by the way.
Right. Who doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame either.
And doesn't even belong on the radio. I mean, the guy's dumber than a box of rocks. And I mean,
don't you put down rocks like that.
Well,
what are you picking on rocks for?
And Bully Ray seems to think he can. See, here's the funny thing about Bully Ray.
Enough with Bully
He thinks
Ray.
he can influence all the other. Like, they're listening and they're
Right.
taking my ideas.
Right.
Bully, here's a little secret, pal.
Right.
They would have taken you as an agent if they thought any
Your
of your
ideas were
ideas
good.
meant anything.
Right.
But guess what?
Yeah.
You've had your opportunity in
Right.
TNA, and
Right.
if you want to take credit for the what were they called? The
What's that?
in TNA, what was that band of guys? God.
Oh, for
getting old,
God's
man.
sakes, man. That stupid motorcycle club, the Spades.
The Aces of Eights.
Aces of whatever.
And the
Ace
other
of
ones.
Spades.
What was the family, the mob family that they had?
Yeah,
there,
I know
too?
you tell the guys in the
Well, anyway,
suits,
so he takes credit for that, and both those ideas were good ideas.
Yeah, they were cool.
Okay.
Yeah, they were cool.
But I mean, again,
I mean, they won the war, didn't they? With those ideas? No, they didn't win the war. They didn't even win a fucking game of patty cake, did they? With that
no,
main event mafia, the guys in the suits.
main event mafia. And the idea was cool, main event.
Hey, Bubba,
mafia.
I got a great idea. Why don't you continue to put yourself over and impact at your age? Go for it.
Thank you, RJ. Aces and Eights.
Yeah.
Aces and Eights was the NWO
Aces
light.
and eights. Yeah, they were.
But look, for TNA, it was cool.
Yeah, but let's face it, though. The best thing of all involved Hogan, so fuck off. How's that sound?
That's true.
How's that sound?
That's
you know,
true.
You needed Hogan to get your shit fucking into another.
Lucky Dog says, I change the channel when women wrestle, except for when Kairi Zane and Asuka were tagging. I marked out for them.
Okay.
That's understandable.
That's
I mean,
fine.
some people don't like
Yeah,
women's
either it
wrestling.
does it for you or it doesn't. For the longest time, it didn't do it for me. Now I'm starting to warm up.
I personally love women's wrestling.
I know you
love
do.
every bit about it.
How about when you go back and, you always tell me when you go back, you watch an old match with, like, Morocco Backlund, you're disappointed.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone back and watched old women's wrestling
I
matches?
have.
Do you go to yourself, what the fuck is this?
Are we talking old, like
Yeah, like
Fabulous
Moolah, whatever. I mean,
So,
it's the same thing, isn't
again,
it?
maybe it's my personal feeling, but I sat and watched the Brawl to Settle It All. That's the one before the war to settle the score.
Yes.
And I got to tell you, that Moolah Wendy Richter match,
That was cool.
it was friggin' good.
That was cool.
Now, was it a classic
You know
wrestling
who
match? It was, you know,
who was
but
way ahead of their time in the women's division back
that?
then? They were a tag team. Okay?
Go ahead.
If they were around today, they really wrote the template in a lot of ways for even the men. The Jumping Bomb
knew
Angels.
you were gonna say that.
Holy shit. You ever watched those?
were good.
Those
They were
those
good.
two were unbelievable.
but at that time,
Nobody
I wasn't
cared.
into women's wrestling. And to be honest
Nobody
with
cared.
you, I get enough
bad.
of one-piece bathing suits in my life.
Right.
I like
Okay.
bra panties, midriff. I'm sorry to say it.
Yeah, well, who wouldn't?
I mean, could you imagine Charlotte
Belly
Flair
button.
wearing the full bathing suit look? And to be honest with you, Becky, show some midriff, Becky.
So Becky's got a nice tummy.
She doesn't, but she never shows it.
Yeah. She's a mom.
She's a mom. Do you think she's got mom bod still?
She's a wholesome
Do you
mom.
think she has still a mom bod?
Oh, I'm sure whatever bod she's got underneath there is just fine.
Maybe.
Yeah, mom bod works.
All right, Bad Bunny defeats Damian Priest.
Bad Bunny.
Was that the right move to put Bad Bunny over Damian?
Yeah, why not?
Are you one of these guys that get angry when like a football player beats a Bam Bam
It almost
Bigelow
never
or Mr.
happened.
T beats
Was
a
I
Piper
mad when
Orndorff?
LT beat Bigelow? No, I expected it. That's Lawrence Taylor.
Isn't it an insult to wrestling that a player, some guy, could come in and
Did
win?
you see the good job LT did at that match?
It was fantastic.
Fucking, and do you really think in real life, as badass as Bam Bam Bigelow is, do you really think he could take a hit from LT?
No.
LT would have broken his ribs.
LT's a badass.
LT's the greatest defensive monster in the history of football. That's it.
So does Damian Priest get hurt losing to Bad Bunny?
Not in my opinion, no.
Me neither.
I don't think so in the least. Not in the least. And Damian Priest did a great job too. So
He did.
nobody-
Listen, I'm
Damian
totally.
Priest is cool,
I'm a
man.
huge Damian Priest
Oh,
guy,
he's
man.
cool.
That guy rocks.
What a voice he has, by the way.
I
The
got-
tone of his voice.
I got to tell you, the
Got a great
WWE is so smart. Bad Bunny and Logan Paul.
Yep.
Just with those two guys,
Those guys are amazing.
you're getting a kabillion watchers.
Yep.
Meanwhile, at the other
Naturals.
channel,
They're
you got
both
some
naturals.
rapper you never even heard about, some dude from friggin' Queens or some shit.
Yeah, great. That's
So,
great.
rumor has it, SummerSlam,
Yeah.
Roman Reigns
I can't
will defend his Universal title.
Is this real?
Yes,
Versus
it
Bad
is.
Bunny?
Against
Roman
Bad
Reigns
Bunny.
versus Bad Bunny. How much you want to bet that would be an incredible match?
I'll
How
watch
much you
it.
want to bet? You know how good it's going to be.
It's going to be friggin' awesome.
And what the best part is as we're watching it, there's going to be that moment where we're going to go, are they going to really put the belt on Bad Bunny? And somehow Roman Reigns, of course, is going to win, and the match is going to be 5 stars.
Yep.
Although Dave Meltzer will probably go 4 stars.
You think the wrestling fans will be all upset that Bad Bunny is getting a title shot?
That would be dumb, because Bad Bunny has really shown that he's a natural, just like Logan Paul.
Yeah.
So if you weren't upset, if you were upset with Logan Paul getting a shot, then you must have a problem with guys who can really do it in the ring, because Logan Paul and Bad Bunny have gravitated to this like naturals.
Benny Scala says Moolah is almost as hideous as the landlord in the movie Kingpin. Dude, no way.
That's rough.
When
That's
Woody
rough.
Harrelson's puking
That
after
is-
having sex with her and going down on her, it's the
Moolah does look like something that came out of the depths
Moolah,
below.
listen, dude, we saw
Ugly.
Moolah, we saw
Horrible.
Moolah in her 50s. She wasn't a bad-looking lady in her 20s.
When she was in her 20s, she was attractive.
I mean, we got to give
Right.
people a little bit of a
Yeah,
break.
this
I
thing
mean, here
called-
we are as teenagers, and we're like,
There's this thing called getting older.
yeah,
it
we're
kinda
getting there,
happens.
pal.
We are? Ed?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we are. I still look good, though.
Oh,
What are you
my
going to
God.
do? I'm trying.
Phil says, LT gassed after the match. He was out drinking the night before as I saw him at Coach's in Hartford,
I believe
Connecticut.
it. I
He's
believe it.
probably
I'm surprised he
snorting
didn't.
some cocaine,
Right.
too.
I'm surprised he didn't ask you for a straw, Phil.
All right,
I'm
the
surprised.
bloodline over Riddle and Zayn and
This match was
your
just okay.
Owens.
It wasn't.
kind of boring.
Yeah.
But by the way,
maybe
your boy Matt
anticlimactic
Riddle
or something.
in trouble again.
What do you do now?
Video came out with him taking his penis and sending it like a helicopter.
Swinging it like a helicopter. What did he read? Ric Flair's book, or something like that. Well, Riddle eventually they're going to be like, okay, we're letting you go.
Dude, he's done.
Yeah.
The dude is done.
And you know what's funny too? You can't do that bro gimmick forever. They need to turn him serious.
So I was talking to
enough with the
I was
bro
talking to someone the other day,
Okay.
and they told me that someone told me that Riddle pays like $35,000 in child support a month.
Wow. I'm almost speechless.
How crazy is that?
Way to go, dum dum.
And he's not smart enough, like, not to rock the boat.
right.
Like, I would be like, I got to keep my money.
Wait till he loses his job, and then he's still going to owe that kind of money. It's going to be
Dude,
like,
well,
oh, boy.
I guess he's going to have to get it adjusted. Because they're going to get rid of him, man. I'm sorry. He's going to the matches with Misha Montana.
Mm-hmm.
He's carrying that woman along with her. If you want to call her a
No,
woman.
they're not going to like that. The company will not like that.
Dude, I thought we had finished them. I was really patting you on the back. I thought, you
Don't
and me had
worry.
done
This
them.
could be a long petering out. if
I
you know
want
what
people
mean.
to remember that Monty and the Pharaoh are the guys that took down Matt Riddle. I know some of you might be Matt Riddle fans out there, but it's our job.
Even I'm a Matt Riddle fan, but you know what?
It's
though?
our job to take him down.
Sorry, bro. But,
Lou says they don't see what they see in Matt Riddle. Supposedly, his T-shirts were selling pretty well for a while there.
Matt Riddle was really over when he had Randy. Where is Randy? Can we get Randy?
I think Randy could be done, buddy.
Is he
Man, a
really?
lot of people out here saying, I don't get Riddle. Lucky Dog says poor Riddle.
Well, they've booked him like a clown show. He's a legitimate fighter. I don't have any clue why they book him this
We're
way.
going to finish Riddle. We want to take credit.
Honestly,
so
I
remember us
think
as the ones that
we've
took
sent
it
him
away.
on his way, if you want to know the truth.
We're gonna
He's probably
finish
going
him.
to finish himself off.
All right, Rhodes over Lesnar.
That was great.
That shocked you? Because
No.
a couple weeks ago we
Nope.
said, wait a minute.
Didn't
we
shock
said,
me.
we were both predicting.
No, I mean, as
like,
far as the finish, I did expect a surprise fucking roll-up, and the
so
kimono
you,
was
wait a
perfect.
minute, you didn't say that, though, a couple weeks ago. You
Well, I
said
was
there's no
thinking
way.
he's going to get killed, which he kind of
He
did.
did get killed, yeah.
And then Lesnar decided, fuck you in the back. I'm going to bleed like a pig, and you ain't going to say shit. Wow, did he bleed? Oh, my God, did he bleed?
Did he hard way at that?
Yeah, I think he fucking let that shit flow. Yeah, pretty much. And I heard that they weren't happy about it either, but what are you going to do? Tell Brock something that he doesn't
You don't
wanna
tell
hear?
Brock anything.
You don't tell him anything. I liked how he had him in the kimono. Very well written. Had him
a
in
good
the
match.
kimono
Good
lock,
match.
and you've got the fucking surprise, twist around roll up.
If that card
Excellent.
did not have the crowd that
Right.
it had, everybody would have been like, it was okay.
Right, and to Cody Rhodes' credit, he still has all his love. He's as hot as fuck. He still is.
Still pricking him beat Roman, huh?
He's not going to beat Roman. They'll get the other belt on him somehow. Maybe eventually they'll have their.
Well,
final.
Seth is winning that belt now. It's
Of course
almost
he
all
is.
set up
Cody
right now.
got fucked again.
So this was where
But
Cody's.
this is
No, but this is
leading
Cody.
to- right. You'll
Do you think
eventually-
Cody's going to win that belt and WrestleMania is going to be a reunification match?
Wouldn't that be amazing? I would be into that. That would be cool.
It's not bad.
Not bad at
All right, on the other show,
Yeah.
Moxley, I'm only picking one show, right? One match. Moxley
Gotcha.
defeated Omega during the spot, allowed Moxley to grab his trademark screwdriver.
Screwjob.
And Don Callis to enter the cage, and
Yep.
Don Callis turns
Screwjob.
on
Yep.
Kenny Omega. Thoughts on that?
Good shit. That was cool. I mean, but where are we going? I don't know. I thought it was cool.
Dude,
It's about
again,
it.
I know we
what
we
about
hate
what
on
about the other 99 at bats?
we hate on AEW, but
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah. Whatever.
it's like there's always something. There's always some sort of friggin' surprise.
Right.
You know what I do like? I like that after show where they show the behind the scenes stuff, even though that's probably scripted too.
Okay.
But if they acted like that during the real during Rampage, I'd be totally into it. Ruby Riott
Yeah.
with who is Guevaro's girlfriend?
Oh, you got me.
The blonde.
You
All right,
got-
well, if you don't know her, right?
Yeah, not a fan.
Whatever.
I probably do, but it's escaping
But their
me.
conversation with each other,
Yeah.
I was into it. I was like, shit, this is the shit you should be showing on regular wrestling.
And on that note, I kind of missed this show, and I was very confused when they canceled it in the first place. You remember talking smack on SmackDown?
Yes,
After show?
absolutely.
Where Miz and Daniel Bryan had that huge exchange and stuff. I loved that. I don't know why they didn't continue that sort of thing. Renee, of course, was the host. Now she's over in the dumpster fire that's AEW, but okay. But that was a good show. That was a good show.
Yeah, so that's it, man.
Yeah.
This
It was
week,
not bad week in wrestling.
it was a great
It was
week
pretty
in
damn
wrestling,
good.
dude. It was a
Yeah.
great week in wrestling.
Yeah, it was.
And this has been a great week in wrestling. Join us in literally 15 minutes,
Okay.
where after it's over a year, maybe, right?
You punk. You punk.
Ron Shaw has agreed to come back on
Right?
after going on his numerous podcasts. Mm-hmm. He has demanded an apology
Spewing
from
hatred
me.
towards Monty.
Right.
And,
And from what I understand, he's not happy with you now either.
well, he just kept going. What did he expect me to do? That's okay. Keep slamming my buddy here. That's okay.
So he's going to come on,
Not really.
expecting an apology. I'm not going to say I'm not going to apologize.
No, we're thinking about it.
Well, no. First of
Not
all,
very
I want
hard.
to see where the dude's head is at.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
So
Well, all my hard work in between that last appearance didn't matter. He just came on and went nuts on you.
right, exactly.
After I thought I had talked to him about it, I was like, okay, this is cool. You punk.
You love that.
I
don't you?
love it. You punk.
You
She got a
punk.
shirt with your face on it. You punk.
Real quick, because we're not going to have time on the Ron Shaw show. Mm-hmm. Thoughts on last Friday? Opened up with Marty.
Yeah.
Then we had Val
Marty was
with
great.
Eugene with Marty in
That
between
was
us.
really cool watching the three of them.
And then we had Tommy Rich with Manny Fernandez.
Very cool.
Which one was your favorite?
I was very happy to see Manny Fernandez. So probably as far as what I took the most out of was having Manny down here. I enjoyed having Manny down here. I always love to see Tommy. Tommy is a great dude. It was great to see Marty. I did really enjoy the exchanges between Marty and the other two.
Yeah.
I thought that was like, wow. Because you could tell they don't get the
How
chance
about
to do
thoughts
this.
on all the fans or people watching the videos saying that Manny Fernandez is lying about being in Vietnam?
God, I hope not. I hope not. I'm sure you as a veteran hopes not. What do you think? Any stock in that? Have you looked into it at all, or is it just, still investigating?
So
It's rough.
these are public records.
Okay.
Okay. So there's something called, again, if people know this, I apologize, but I just want to explain. There's something called DD 214.
All right.
DD 214 basically has all your military information. It tells you where you served, what places you served in, what dates you served in, what was your
Okay.
rank. Do you have any,
got your information.
Article 15s against you? Article 15 again is like, if you do something wrong,
Like an AWOL or something like that? or-
it could be for many different reasons, right?
Okay.
It gives you a whole background, and it tells you what wars you served in,
Right.
right? So, like, if you looked at my DD 214,
Okay.
and I certainly can present it at any time if they want to see it, you'll see I get credit for 2 combat situations, right?
Right.
Manny, I haven't looked for his DD 214 because,
Okay.
again, the name Manuel Fernandez, which I believe is his real name,
Right.
is probably a pretty common name.
Right.
And for me to sit there and try to find him.
Which one is him?
Right?
Right.
Like, I could find my stuff because I know who I am, what's my date of birth,
Right.
where do I live now. Like, if someone
Right.
was just to look me up, it's just not an easy find.
Did
now,
you
again,
see mine? Fight at the McDonald's drive-thru? That's my service? What the fuck is that?
No, I did not find that.
Very,
I
very
didn't
confused.
actually look. But
I
you know,
mean, I
it's
knew
funny.
I was a badass. But
Wait. I will tell you this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I did look you up, though, on another thing one time.
Okay, right.
And I did see some interesting stuff.
Did you?
I did.
You found my adult films, you bastard.
I did.
I told you not. What do you mean you did?
I did.
Oh, boy,
I did.
boy. Yeah, well, Jack and his beanstalk, what are you going to do?
I saw your most recent film, Spinks or Jinx, and
Sphinx or Jigs?
Spinks or Jinx,
Yeah.
where you spinks all over a lady's face.
Yeah, I've been known to do shit like that. Did you get that?
Here comes my Spinks.
Yeah, well,
Give it to me, Jimmy.
Boy, it's awfully wet out here.
Jimmy,
in
I
the
gotta tell
desert.
you, if I'm spending any time alone, if I happen to run across a video with you in it, I think I'd have to go past it. I couldn't, like.
I'm your buddy.
No,
You'd
but
be
no,
like, I don't want to see
no,
that.
but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's
Yeah.
always a man involved, but you're not focused on the man.
Right.
In this particular
You're like,
case, I
Pharaoh!
would, like,
Pharaoh staff!
I would not be able to
Pharaoh staff.
concentrate. I would be like, I need another video.
Yeah, that would be rough. I got to be honest. If you whipped out your Johnny, and I don't think I'd watch
can
you
I ask you
either.
a question, though, on all seriousness?
Yeah, go ahead.
If you were a porn star, right? Because you watch yourself on YouTube to evaluate your interviewing skills and stuff like that.
I do.
If you were a porn star, do you
don't.
watch and see how your performance is on
I would
the
tend
porn?
to think it's like anything else. If you consider yourself a professional adult film, performer, fuck yeah, you better.
So what are you like? Damn it, dude! Like,
I should have thrusted.
Stroke less.
I should have thrusted on that moment. Why the hell did I?
too much tongue.
Absolutely.
Come on.
And I can tell that this chick's vagina smells. This is awful.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to
Dude,
say to that.
you serve it up. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do weird shit like that. I mean, what would we call this?
Less tongue.
Pharaoh's-
Less tongue.
Pharaoh's greatest tits instead of greatest hits.
Oh,
Is that
my
what
God.
is that what this album would be called?
Honestly,
Yeah. Honestly.
Ona Z, who's on our
Oh,
network.
I love Ona Z.
If Ona Z would like to come out of retirement, do you porn stars come out of retirement?
Why not?
Coming out of retirement, here comes Ona Z.
I already know what you're gonna
Pulls
ask
down
me.
the pants, and like the dust comes out.
I'm all over it.
What do you got? The lube and everything else.
I've
going
got
on?
a feather duster. I'll just.
Dude, you got to like lube that shit up.
Dude, I have a feeling that she probably has forgotten more than 20-year-olds.
Dude, the body does. Listen,
Even though.
everybody
you know what I
gets
mean?
old.
So what?
That shit's got to be drier than friggin'.
Maybe, maybe not.
Come on.
What do you mean?
I can get. Listen,
There's a thing
Vegas
called
odds.
KY. I mean,
Yeah,
I've never
that's
heard-
what I mean. You got to lube
So?
up.
Then you lube her up and she's good for the next 5
So-
minutes.
so-
and you hurry up.
So it's just Ona Z you do it because it's Ona Z.
I
though.
would do Ona Z so fast you wouldn't even know it hit you.
Unbelievable.
I'm awful. What a whore.
You're just a mark for names.
I'm just single.
If Ona
How's
Z,
that
wait a
sound?
minute, hold on.
I'm single.
If
and,
Ona
and
Z
I'm
was
willing to
Trudy
mingle.
Johnson and came in this
What are you
studio,
doing to me?
Trudy comes in here. She's
Who?
like, "Come here, Pharaoh."
Who comes in?
Trudy Johnson.
Trudy. Who's that?
Ona Z. But
Oh,
you don't
that's
know
her real
That's her real
name.
name, Trudy Johnson. You don't even know it's Ona Z.
yeah, no.
Are you going to do that?
Probably. I'm sick. I
With
need
this
help.
I said this
told
week
you I
in
need
wrestling.
help. You-
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for what? Pharaoh's greatest hits? I'm getting confused. You've been watching This Week in Wrestling. And until next
Pharaoh
week.
Mania, Gregor, wait a minute. Hold on.
Pharaoh Mania, juicing wild.
Gregor says, what you gonna do when Pharaoh Mania sprinkles all over you?
We'll see you next week, brother.
Ron Shaw in 10 minutes.
Later.